Let's look at some of the roommates that you had, Timur and Trevor, who are going to be going at it in the weeks to come. What was that like? What was rooming with them like? Was the vibe overall good? Was it fun?
Man, on the real, if you look back, hopefully there's some footage on this in the house at some point. Me, Trevor, and Timur had the cleanest room. We had the best feng shui. We had the coolest room. To begin with, we had the best room, straight up. Our room was decorated nice. Our room was in the center of everything. We had our own bathroom. We had a walk-in closet. We were good, bro. Like, we were chilling, and we were always the cleanest. That was the biggest thing. Like, us three were the cleanest dudes, I feel like, in the house. Our shit was always A1, bed always made. It was just nice coming home to a clean-ass room, you know? And no ruckus. Everybody was just quiet. You wake up, you're chilling. It's all good. So it was nice having them as roommates. It was awkward for a little bit knowing that they were going to have to fight, but they made it. They were less awkward about it than anybody else was, I feel like. Trevor, you guys will get to see him like as a person in this episode. Like, he really is just a California kid, bro. Like, just like super hippie vibes, always cooling. He don't care about nothing, man. He's just chilling, vibing, ready to fight. That's it.
It's just here to have a good time. But so they're the cleanest. Who was the dirtiest? Who was the person who you were like, dude, pick up your shit. What are you doing?
Damn. I mean, I can't really throw nobody under the bus because at the end of the day, their room is their room. I wasn't in nobody else's real. But let's just say when I went downstairs to the vets room, Austin Hubbard, Rowe, Kerr Hollabaugh, and Jason Knight, I'd be like, they had their mattresses on the floor. Well, granted, that wasn't even their fault. Like, the beds were uncomfortable. They got these little ass bullshit bunk beds for grown ass men that fight for a living, that their bodies are already hurting in a normal bed and a normal couch. And they got them on this little mattress this thick. They were like on the ground with it. So I don't know, bro. Their room was definitely one of the, I'm not saying it was messy. I'm just saying you have to watch your step.
Right, straight up. I'm going to turn it over to Joey Torres, the founder of the Scrap. Joey, your questions.
Yes, Mando, man. So obviously Trevor and Team are there fighting each other. They're also roommates. What were kind of the vibes after, their scrap and just being in a house with people that you fought? Like, how was that, from your perspective?
Man, here's the thing. As soon as I came back from the show, everybody was asking me that question. And to be real, one thing that I've noticed that's different about this season compared to any other season is usually they hire, it seems to me like they hire good fighters that are great for TV. And this year they hired the best 16 fighters they could have hired, straight up.
Yeah.
Character or not, they hired the best of the best. And I think this was like a murderer's row of just assassins that all went out there, were on a mission. Everybody had all their ducks in a row and nobody was messing around, man. But it also led to real good vibes, Everybody was chilling. Everybody was supportive of each other. Everybody was just really cool, Everybody was like living well under one roof. There was never really any beef. I think that's why they showed the Rowe and Landon thing early on, is because we didn't really have a whole lot of that, So it was pretty chill, bro. It was good. And it was really easy to stay motivated because everybody was getting that extra work in. Everybody was eating clean. Everybody was asking for all the right stuff. So it was cool, man.
No, I love it. I think that's part of one of my favorite things about the show is the friendships that get made from it all. And I think a lot of people probably have it in their brains that because you're fighters, you're fighting each other, that there's probably beef all the time. So far, we've only really seen clips of, Team Chandler together, Team McGregor together. We had that one little bit with Landon and Roosevelt going back and forth. Were there more times where y'all were kind of chilling with each other and intermingling amongst the teams?
Honestly, the whole time was a vibe between both teams. Like, people don't realize like the amount of time, like, it gets chopped down so many times before it makes the final cut. Like, you're getting 0.1% of what actually happened the whole time. And 90% of the time we're together. We see each other every morning, every afternoon, and sometimes a little bit in between. And it was always cool. Most people were always cooking at the same time. So that was typically when we were chilling, or at night cutting weight. Everybody was in the house cutting around the same time, in the hot tub. I'm surprised they haven't shown more hot tub stuff, bro. That's where the real conversations would come up. There in the barbershop. The hot tub and the barbershop were the two spots.